Welcome to Pattern Drafting class. This is Annette Julie, and today we are working on our basic jacket block draft. And we pretty much finished it in the last video. You can just leave it just like this. But of course with pattern making, there's always additional things to do if you feel like it. So I'm going to go ahead and separate the front and the back. And I'm going to start with my front. And I'm going to note where the apex is and move this 1/4 of an inch towards the side seam. And what we're going to do in this video is we're going to create some ease in our lapel and ease in our armhole if the last fit is not baggy enough for you. So with our jacket block that we did in the last video, we ended up with a 9.5 inch back armhole and a 9-inch front armhole. So if you'd like these to be larger, then this is the video for you. You also, if you want to have more of a looser lapel, this is also a way to show you how to do that. So now we have moved over the positioning of the apex. It's still the apex, but I've moved over this positioning. And I'm going to pick a spot mid-neckline. You can go ahead and measure. I'm just going to eyeball it. And draw that line to that new position 1/4 of an inch away from the apex. This is where we're going to add fullness. This is halfway in between the high point and the center front. Now you're going to come to your armhole, and above the notch, I'm going to say probably about 1 inch to 1.5 inches. Okay, we're going to go ahead and draw a line. I'm going to choose 1 inch, and I'm going to again draw that to the mark that I went over 1/4 of an inch from the apex. These two lines are going to become slash lines, and we're going to add fullness to the armhole front and fullness to the neckline front for when we form a lapel. Now we have the side bust dart to deal with. Take your the edge where we'd have a notch and where where the dart legs are. Go ahead and take where that notch positioning is, go right to that line that's 1/4 of an inch away from apex. So we're drawing long dart legs past the dart tip to our new position right here. Okay? So now what this enables us to do is to slash, spread here, and close here. Slash, spread here, and close here. So you're going to need to get yourself another piece of paper that you can put underneath the slash lines, and also grab some tape. And you don't even have to cut out the neckline to do this. You can just slice right into the paper. I'm going to slice. And then I'm going to come over to my side seam, and I can cut either one of those. I think I'll choose the top one. And you're cutting the dart leg that goes all the way to that new apex position. And if you can leave that little piece of paper on there, then that would be great for manipulation. So now we're able to slash and spread open and add fullness into our neckline. So we're going to take a little piece of paper and we're going to put that underneath there and tape this down. And we're going to add 1/4 of an inch to our neckline. So we're going to spread because we did the slashing. And I'm going to tape down one side Now we'll mark over 1/4 of an inch. Grab some more tape. Make sure this is nice and smooth. Now we have added 1/4 of an inch to our neckline. So this makes for when we draft the lapel, a lapel that will gape away a little bit more. Won't have such a constrictive fit. Now you need to grab your hip curve and you need to blend the new neckline. So basically you're just going right in between those two spaces. The neckline is going lower and then halfway in there and connecting. So now we can blend this. Our new neckline, just that one little area you have to blend. Okay, now that's done as far as adding ease to the neckline. But we can go a step further, like I was saying, and we can add ease to our armhole. But if we add ease to our front armhole, we better add ease to our back armhole. Also too, I haven't taped this down yet. If I was just adding the ease to the neckline there, I would go ahead and tape this down. But since I'm going to continue on and add some here in the armhole, I'm waiting to tape that. So I'm going to stop the video now and I'm going to show you how to do the armhole front and back, add ease in the next video. This is Annette Julie.